stop right now. Because if you don't hear this message, you might spend the rest of your life in the exact same place you're standing today. You keep saying you want change, but every day you repeat the same habits, the same excuses, the same routines, the same broken patterns, and you wonder why your life is not moving. Listen to me. Your future is not being destroyed in one big moment. Your future is being destroyed in small pieces every single day by the 5 things you refuse to fix. If you don't fix them today, if you don't fix them now, your dreams, your confidence, your purpose, they will all stay stuck exactly where they are. This is not a video. This is a wake-up call, a final one. Let me talk to you like someone who actually cares about your life, because I see your potential, but I also see the things that are stopping you. Every morning you open your eyes, you get a brand new chance to change everything. But most people waste it. They wake up tired, wake up empty, wake up distracted, wake up defeated, and then they repeat the same day they lived yesterday. You cannot become a new person while protecting the old version of yourself. You cannot build a new life with the same mindset that destroyed the last one. You cannot grow if you keep holding on to the things that are breaking you every day. The truth is simple. Your life will not change until you change the 5 things you ignore every single day. These 5 things decide your energy. These 5 things decide your future. These 5 things decide who you become. Fix them, and your entire life will transform. Ignore them, and you will stay exactly where you are. Listen to me right now, because what I'm about to say will either shake you awake or let you stay stuck exactly where you are. Your mindset is not just a part of your life, it is your life. It is the steering wheel that controls every choice you make, every step you take, every word you say, and every action you follow. Most people fail to understand this. They think talent is everything, or that luck will save them, or that opportunity is the secret. But I'm telling you the truth. Your mindset will decide your destiny long before anything else shows up. A weak, scattered, or negative mindset will keep you small, scared, frustrated, and repeating the same patterns over and over again. Every single day, the thoughts in your head are either building your future or destroying it silently without warning. Every thought is a brick. Every belief is a foundation. And every day you allow fear, doubt, and negativity to dominate, you are building a house that will collapse under the first storm. Let me break it down for you. Every morning, your mind wakes up empty. It is yours to fill. What you fill it with will guide your day. If you let it run wild with worry, fear, comparison, and excuses, your day will be destroyed before it even begins. If you let it replay failures from yesterday, it will convince you that you cannot win today. If you let it focus on what you lack instead of what you can do, it will keep you paralyzed, stuck, and frustrated. But if you take control, if you decide to feed it with clarity, focus, confidence, belief, and purpose, everything changes. Your mind is like a garden. If you plant weeds, your life will choke with struggle. If you plant seeds of growth, your life will flourish. The choice is yours every single day. Every successful person, every champion, every legend you admire understood this. They knew that the first battle is always in the mind. They had to fight the voices that whispered, "You are not enough. This is too hard. You will never make it." They had to fight fear, doubt, distraction, and fatigue every single morning, every single hour, and every single second. And they had to win those battles before they even took the first step toward their goals. Because if your mind is weak, your effort will be weak. If your mindset is small, your results will always stay small, no matter how talented you are or how hard you work. Fixing your mindset is not comfortable. It is not easy. It is not something you can do while sitting on the couch, scrolling on your phone and hoping for a miracle. It is painful. It is relentless. It requires brutal honesty. It requires staring at yourself in the mirror and admitting where you are, what you are tolerating, and what you have been lying to yourself about. It requires discipline and courage. You have to stop blaming circumstances, stop blaming other people, and stop blaming the past. You have to take responsibility for the one thing that decides everything in your life, your mind. Every thought, every belief, every habit you allow to dominate your mind is shaping your destiny. If fear dominates, it controls your actions. If doubt dominates, it controls your choices. If negativity dominates, it controls your reality. Here's something most people refuse to hear. Nobody can fix your mindset for you. No mentor, no coach, no motivational video, no book, no opportunity. Only you can decide which thoughts to feed, which beliefs to accept, which habits to allow, and which inner voices to listen to. Every day you are faced with a choice. Will you let fear, doubt, and negativity run your mind, or will you train it, discipline it, and make it your most powerful weapon? Your mind can either be a prison that keeps you small, weak, and frustrated, or it can be the engine that propels you to a life beyond your wildest dreams. Every single day, every decision, every thought, every moment you allow weakness in your mind will either build you or break you. Most people don't realize this until it's too late. Champions, legends, and people who leave a mark on this world understood this truth long before they ever achieved anything else. They knew the mind is the gatekeeper. They knew that their actions are only as strong as the mind behind them. They knew that thoughts shape energy, focus, courage, effort, and results. Now it's your turn. You have to take control. You have to fight. You have to train. You have to discipline yourself. You have to feed your mind the right thoughts, the right beliefs, the right energy, the right vision. The moment you start doing that, your life begins to change. That is the moment your actions align with your dreams. That is the moment your energy, your focus, your courage, your determination, and your results all start working together. That is the moment you start becoming unstoppable, unshakable, undeniable, and ready to dominate everything you have ever wanted in your life. Do not underestimate this. Do not ignore this. Every morning when you open your eyes, the first battle you face is in your mind. If you lose that battle, nothing else matters. If you win that battle, nothing and nobody can stop you. Your mindset is the gatekeeper. It is the foundation. It is the engine. It is a weapon. And it is the most important thing you will ever fix in your life. Listen carefully, because this is where most people fail. Talent is nothing without discipline. Motivation is nothing without discipline. Opportunity is meaningless without discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. It is the engine that drives your dreams into reality. And yet, most people ignore it. They think they can rely on feeling inspired, on waiting for the perfect moment, or hoping that luck will change their life. But the truth is, motivation fades, feelings change, circumstances shift, and luck is unpredictable. Discipline is the one thing that is always available. Discipline shows up when you are tired. Discipline works when you are scared. Discipline pushes you forward when the world is telling you to stop. Every successful person, every champion, every legend you admire understood this. They know that the first step toward achievement is showing up every single day, no matter how they feel, no matter what is happening around them, and no matter what their excuses are. Let me break it down for you. Discipline is not easy. It is uncomfortable. It is not something that comes naturally to most people. It is the pain, the struggle, the sacrifice, the long hours, the early mornings, the late nights, the work nobody sees. Discipline is the commitment to yourself to keep going even when everything inside you wants to quit. It is doing what you know you need to do even when nobody's watching. Most people fail because they chase motivation. They wait for inspiration. They wait for a sign. They wait for perfect timing. Champions don't wait. Legends don't wait. Winners don't wait. They create the timing. They create the action. They create momentum. And the key to that is discipline. Every day, your discipline is tested. Small choices determine your life. Will you wake up early to work on your dreams, or will you hit snooze and stay comfortable? Will you do the work when nobody is watching, or will you make excuses? Will you push through the pain and discomfort, or will you quit because it's hard? Every choice you make either strengthens your discipline or weakens it. And most people never realize it. They think discipline is doing one big thing, but it is not. Discipline is in the small, consistent actions you take every single day. It is brushing off distractions. It is saying no to temptation. It is saying yes to the hard work. It is staying consistent, even when you feel like quitting. Discipline is the compounding effect that over time creates unstoppable momentum. Let me be clear. Discipline is more than working hard. It is about controlling yourself, controlling your time, controlling your energy, and controlling your habits. It is sacrificing temporary comfort for long-term success. It is saying no to the things that will break you and yes to the things that will build you. Every action you take without discipline is wasted potential. Every action you take with discipline compounds into results, into momentum, into unstoppable energy. Most people fail because they underestimate the power of consistency. They want quick results, instant gratification, and immediate success. But that is not how life works. Discipline is the long game. Discipline is the muscle that grows stronger. The more you train it, the more you practice it, the more you commit to it. Discipline separates the winners from the dreamers. It separates the people who talk about what they want from the people who get it done. It separates those who quit when it gets hard from those who keep going no matter what. It is the backbone of achievement, the engine of momentum, and the weapon that turns vision into reality. Without discipline, your talent doesn't matter. Without discipline, your ideas are useless. Without discipline, your dreams remain dreams. And the scary truth is that most people fail because they refuse to embrace discipline. They chase comfort, they chase excuses, they chase feelings, and their lives stay small, limited, and average. Now, here's the thing most people don't understand. Discipline can be built. It can be trained. It can be strengthened. Every day you choose to push yourself. Every day you choose to do what is hard. Every day you show up even when nobody cares. You are building discipline. Every day you resist quitting, resist distractions, resist the easy path. You are strengthening it. And the stronger your discipline becomes, the more unstoppable you become. It is the secret weapon of champions, the unshakable force that pushes you through obstacles, setbacks, failures, and fear. Discipline does not negotiate. Discipline does not wait for motivation. Discipline does not rest. It is relentless. It is constant. And when you embrace it fully, it will carry you farther than talent, luck, or opportunity ever could. Most people never reach their potential because they don't understand this. They wait for permission. They wait for inspiration. They wait for someone else to tell them it is time. Champions, legends, and successful people understand that the time is now. The moment is now. The action is now. And the only way to guarantee that you will keep moving forward no matter what is through discipline. Discipline is not optional. Discipline is the difference between who you are and who you are capable of becoming. Discipline is what will take you from average to extraordinary. Discipline is what will allow you to fight when everyone else quits. Discipline is what will push you through pain, struggle, and fear. Discipline is the engine, the bridge, and the weapon that will turn your dreams into reality, your vision into action, and your potential into unstoppable results. Listen to me right now, because if you are serious about changing your life, this is where most people fail. Your environment is not just a backdrop to your life. It is the foundation of everything you do. It is the energy you breathe, the people you surround yourself with, the places you spend your time, the content you consume, and the habits you allow. All of it shapes your mindset, your decisions, and ultimately your results. Most people complain about life, complain about what they don't have, complain about their circumstances, but they never look at what is surrounding them every single day. They stay in toxic environments around people who doubt them, drain their energy, and discourage their growth. And because of that, no matter how hard they work, no matter how talented they are, no matter how motivated they feel, they stay stuck. The truth is simple. Your environment either elevates you or limits you. And most people never realize it until it is too late. Let me break it down for you. Your environment influences everything. Your mindset, your focus, your habits, your confidence, and your energy. The people you spend the most time with are either lifting you up or dragging you down. The spaces you occupy either allow you to focus or pull your attention away. The content you consume either inspires and educates you or distracts and weakens you. And here's the thing. Most people refuse to accept if your environment is toxic, you will never reach your potential. No matter how talented you are, no matter how hard you try, your environment will hold you back. Champions, legends, and winners understand this. They curate their environment intentionally. They surround themselves with people who challenge them, inspire them, and push them beyond their limits. They occupy spaces that foster focus, energy, and growth. They consume content that educates, motivates, and elevates. And that is why they dominate while others struggle. Now think about this. Most people wake up every day, scroll on social media, consume negativity, gossip, drama, and distraction, and wonder why their life is not moving forward. They are literally feeding their minds with chaos and complaining that the world is unfair. The energy you allow into your life is what shapes your reality. If you are surrounded by doubt, laziness, and negativity, your mind will adopt that energy. Your focus will scatter. Your motivation will fade. Your dreams will remain dreams. But if you take control, if you intentionally choose your people, your spaces, your habits, and your content, your environment will push you toward growth. Your focus will sharpen. Your energy will increase. Your confidence will rise. And your results will begin to reflect the environment you have built around yourself. Let me be brutally honest. Fixing your environment is not optional. It is not a side detail. It is the foundation of success. You cannot rise higher than the people you spend the most time with. You cannot grow in spaces that are messy, distracting, or negative. You cannot reach your potential if you are constantly absorbing energy that drains you. Every champion you admire knows this. They do not tolerate negativity. They do not compromise on their energy. They remove what does not serve them and amplify what does. They understand that every person, every space, every influence in their life either contributes to their growth or subtracts from it. Here's the thing most people fail to see. Your environment silently decides your results. It decides how you think, how you act, and what you believe is possible. If you want to change your life, you cannot just work harder. You cannot just hope for motivation or wait for opportunities. You must take control of the invisible forces around you. You must surround yourself with people who challenge you, inspire you, and lift you higher. You must occupy spaces that allow focus, energy, and growth. You must consume content that elevates your mind and develop habits that strengthen your actions. Your environment is your invisible weapon. And if you ignore it, it will quietly sabotage your potential. The most successful people on this planet understand that the environment is everything. They are intentional with the people they keep close, the spaces they spend time in, and the energy they allow into their lives. They remove distractions, they remove negativity, and they remove anything that limits their growth. And that is why they rise while others stagnate. If you want to dominate your life, if you want to achieve the impossible, if you want to create results that most people only dream of, you must fix your environment. You must take control of your energy, your spaces, your habits, and your people, because these are the silent architects of your success. Listen up, because this is the part most people ignore, and it's the reason why so many dreams die before they even begin. You can have talent, motivation, and vision, but if your habits are broken, if your daily actions are weak, then nothing else matters. Habits are the invisible architecture of your life. They are the repeated choices you make every single day, shaping your future quietly, invisibly, relentlessly. And here's the brutal truth. Most people spend more time complaining about their life than fixing the actions that actually create it. They chase motivation, wait for the perfect moment, hope for luck to strike, and wonder why their results never match their effort. But habits, they don't wait, they don't negotiate. They either work for you or against you. And most people never even notice the damage being done. Let me break it down. Habits are the small, repeated actions that compound over time. The time you wake up, the way you spend your mornings, how you eat, what you focus on, how you respond to challenges. These are all habits. They determine your health, your mindset, your energy, your productivity, and your success. And most people make the mistake of thinking that big goals are achieved through big actions. No, big goals are achieved through small, consistent actions repeated over and over until they become unstoppable. Champions, legends, and successful people understand this. They know that motivation fades, talent fades, opportunity can disappear, but a strong habit is permanent. and it is unbreakable if you nurture it consistently. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Your habits are more powerful than your willpower, more powerful than your talent, more powerful than your environment. Why? Because they control what you do without even thinking about it. If you train yourself to wake up early, to take consistent action, to work on your craft even when it's uncomfortable, you build momentum that nobody can stop. On the other hand, if you allow procrastination, distraction, and laziness to become habits, you will stay stuck. No matter how smart you are, no matter how motivated you feel, no matter how many opportunities come your way, habits are the silent forces shaping your destiny. Most people fail because they ignore the small things. They ignore the daily choices that add up over time. They want results without building the system, the routines, and the discipline to sustain them. They want transformation, but they do not want the daily effort. Habits are the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Every action you take, every repeated behavior is a vote for the person you are becoming. And the scary truth is that if you keep choosing comfort over growth, laziness over discipline, distraction over focus, you are voting against your dreams every single day. Let me give you a clear picture. Imagine you want to be wealthy, but you spend recklessly every day. Imagine you want to be healthy, but you eat junk and skip workouts. Imagine you want to grow mentally, but you consume negativity and distraction. Every repeated choice is silently shaping your life, and most people never even notice. They blame circumstances, they blame luck, they blame opportunity, but it is their habits, the small daily decisions that are responsible for the results they are seeing. Champions don't blame, winners don't complain. Legends fix their habits, and they do it consistently, intentionally, and relentlessly. Fixing your habits is not about willpower alone. It's about creating systems and routines that make your success inevitable. It's about replacing weak, destructive behaviors with strong, constructive actions. It's about turning discipline into a muscle and practice into a habit that you cannot ignore. It's about showing up every day, even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient, even when you don't feel like it. Because that is what separates ordinary people from extraordinary people. That is what separates dreamers from achievers. That is what separates those who talk about success from those who actually create it. Habits control your energy, your focus, your mindset, and your results. You cannot out-motivate a bad habit. You cannot out-willpower a routine that works against you. If you want to dominate your life, if you want to achieve what most people cannot even imagine, if you want unstoppable momentum, you must fix your habits. You must take control of the repeated actions you allow in your life. You must create routines that align with your goals, that strengthen your discipline, that fuel your growth, and that make your success inevitable. Because habits are the invisible forces behind everything you achieve. And if you master them, you will master your life. Listen very carefully, because this is where most people fail. Your mindset is the foundation of everything in your life. You can have talent, opportunity, and even the perfect habits, but if your mind is weak, if your thoughts are filled with doubt, fear, and negativity, you will never reach your potential. Your mindset controls your actions, your focus, your energy, and your results. It is the lens through which you see the world, and it determines whether you see obstacles or opportunities. Most people live in a prison built by their own thoughts. They let fear dictate their choices. They let doubt stop them before they even try. They allow negativity to steal their vision of what is possible. Champions, winners, and legends know that the battle is fought first in the mind before it is fought in the world. Your mindset affects every area of your life. It shapes your confidence, your resilience, your persistence, and your ability to handle failure. A weak mindset sees challenges as threats. A strong mindset sees challenges as opportunities. A weak mindset will quit when discomfort arrives. A strong mindset will push through rejection, criticism, and failure with relentless determination. And here's the truth most people don't understand. Mindset can be trained, strengthened, and transformed, but it requires daily intentional effort. You have to recognize the thoughts that hold you back, the fears that paralyze you, and the self-doubt that whispers you can't. Then you have to replace them with empowering beliefs, courage, and unshakable confidence. Most people fail not because they lack ability, talent, or opportunity, but because their mindset betrays them at every turn. They allow fear to make decisions for them. They allow doubt to prevent action. They allow negative thinking to distort reality. Champions, on the other hand, understand that mindset is everything. They feed their minds with positivity, knowledge, and courage. They guard their mental space fiercely. They reject limiting beliefs and embrace possibilities that others can't even see. They understand that the strongest muscle in the body is the mind, and if you want to succeed, you must train it every single day. Here's the reality. Your mindset is the invisible engine driving your success. Habits, skills, and environment all rely on your mind to use them effectively. If your mind is weak, you will hesitate, procrastinate, and settle for less. You will see obstacles instead of opportunities. You will quit at the first sign of resistance. Most people don't even notice this because they spend more time blaming the world than examining their own thoughts. Champions take responsibility for their minds. They control their thoughts. They focus on what is possible, and they refuse to allow fear, doubt, or negativity to dictate their actions. Imagine facing a huge challenge. Most people see the challenge and their mind says, I can't do this. It's too hard. I'm not ready. And because they believe it, they quit before even trying. A champion faces the same challenge and their mind says, this is my test. This is my moment. I will push through. I will rise. I will succeed. That switch, that mental decision is the difference between ordinary people and extraordinary people. Your thoughts decide your outcomes long before your actions ever start. Fixing your mindset is not optional. It is not temporary. It is daily work. It is choosing belief over doubt, courage over fear, persistence over quitting, action over hesitation. It is surrounding yourself with people, content, and environments that strengthen your mind. It is challenging limiting beliefs, embracing growth, and refusing to let failure define you. Every thought you allow, every belief you reinforce, every decision you make is shaping your future. Champions understand this and use it to their advantage. They know that controlling their mindset is the ultimate secret to achieving what most people only dream of. Your mind is your most powerful weapon. It can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. If you train it, strengthen it, and protect it, it will open doors to opportunities, resilience, and success that others cannot even imagine. Every moment you spend thinking small, doubting yourself, or fearing failure is a moment wasted. Every choice to believe, persist, and act is a vote for the life you want to create. Your mindset will decide whether you rise above challenges, reach your goals, and dominate your life, or remain stuck, frustrated, and unfulfilled. Listen to me right now, because this is the moment that will define your entire life. Everything you've learned, every habit, every mindset shift, every action step, it all comes down to one thing: you. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when the timing is perfect. Right now. This is your moment to decide that your life will no longer be dictated by fear, doubt, excuses, or comfort. Today, you take control of your habits, your mindset, your actions, and your destiny. The power has always been inside you. It just takes courage to claim it. Most people will read, watch, or listen to this and feel inspired for 5 minutes. Then they go back to the same weak routines, the same negative thoughts, the same life that is just okay. Not you. Not now. Today you rise. Today you take ownership. Today you commit to your growth, your discipline, your relentless pursuit of excellence. Because here's the truth. Greatness does not come to the weak, the hesitant, or the lazy. It comes to the ones who take action, who refuse to quit, who fight for their vision every single day, no matter the obstacle, no matter the pain, no matter the doubt. Everything in life begins in the mind. Your habits, your choices, your results. They are all reflections of what your mind believes is possible. Fix your mindset, strengthen your habits, dominate your actions, and you create a life that is unstoppable. Stop blaming circumstances. Stop waiting for luck. Stop hoping for someone else to save you. The only person who can change your life is you. The only thing standing between you and the life you dream of is the decision to take control, to commit fully, and to refuse to settle for anything less than your extraordinary potential. So I'm telling you right now, rise above the fear, rise above the excuses, rise above the comfort. Take massive action, build your habits, master your mindset, dominate your actions, and never, ever let anyone or anything steal your power. You are capable of more than you can imagine, stronger than you believe, and closer to your destiny than you realize. But it all starts with this moment, this choice, this decision to fight, grind, and rise. Your life is waiting for you. Your greatness is waiting for you. Your destiny is waiting for you, and the world is not going to wait for you to get ready. So rise, act, commit, dominate. Because when you take control of your life fully, when you own every choice, every thought, every action, nothing, absolutely nothing can stop you.